Peninsula Interfaith Action, or PIA, is working to build bridges between communities, especially between communities of new immigrants and longtime U.S. residents. One approach that PIA is taking to bridge these gaps is to hold meetings in multiple languages.
So I realized as a very opinionated, talkative white person that I had been guilty of genuinely and most sincerely inviting people to the table, to discuss whatever the situation was in PIA. But because of my talkative, opinionated nature, I was inadvertently preventing people of color from expressing their views, their opinions.
So we have a policy, an official policy that was adopted and incorporated into our Constitution and bylaws, where we have interpreter staff always available, and in all of our sessions, whether it's committee meetings or annual conventions or retreats or whatever the session may be where we're gathered together, there's interpretation.
Hay muchas personas que pertenecen a PIA que son bilingües, y estas personas que están en PIA que son bilingües, pues justamente nos apoyan a los que no hablamos tanto el inglés, ¿no?
Sometimes what makes you good up until this time that you live in might not mean that same character is not what you need to make you good in this time that you are now. You need to take that way and transform it into another way, so not only can you be good like you was here, you can be better over here because of the transformation that you go to understand that multiculturalism is the next level we need to attain as a country. We are a melting pot now.
PIA's commitment to working in multiple languages is a challenging goal, and PIA has met with frustrations and has experimented with different strategies over the years.
There were all these different options, right? And so we opted for a translator, and this delayed everything, or it seemed like everything had to be translated. And should it be an abbreviated translation, or should it be a full translation, and so forth. Some people felt like, no, we should just do it in English, and why should we translate? And let's do it so that it doesn't interfere with our discussions in English. So there was almost like a surfacing of these feelings that were kind of they were hard. They were hard discussions.
Yeah, the problem is we try to talk with English speakers. We need more time, and then I think it's more better if we try to talk only in Spanish. For me, I don't know.
Lisa, I think that the big question is that segregation? Is that segregation? Or, if not, is it the choice of Spanish-speaking people to be in one group together?
What I propose is that people who know Spanish also be part of that group so that there'll be some diversity.
So it changes. I think what we learned from it was that each situation requires a different approach.
Definitivamente que sí ha sido un pequeño obstáculo, pero no ha sido una barrera, ¿no?
It was a great opportunity to discuss, and I think that in the end there was enlightenment just because you don't speak English, you're not a second-rate citizen, and if you're a board member, you need to know what's going on, so we do need to translate.
By respecting the different languages that people use during PIA meetings, everyone benefits from the best thinking of every person in the room.
And that's a priority. And whatever the barriers, if it means we need to allocate more time, then let's allocate more time. If it means we have to have shorter statements and a shorter script, then let's be more precise, and let's make sure that everyone is getting the information in a way that they can carry it back to their communities, they can process it, and then of course share it with others in their communities.
Oh, I'm just tired of fighting. It don't make no difference. Or it don't affect me, so why should I care? These shouldn't be the way people approach stuff. It's, wow, this is not right. How can I help make this better? Think of a world where people have that thought as opposed to this thought.
PIA will continue improving our skills of working in multiple languages until this becomes second nature to our multicultural organization.